Right, so if you're like everybody else in the world right now and having to tighten your purse strings because we're all flipping broke, you're still craving an Indian takeaway but your budget just can't stretch to it, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm going to show you how to turn this bland, boring, insipid can of chicken in white sauce into a really delicious creamy curry that you can knock up in minutes really. And the best part, with everything else included, the spices, the onion, the rice we're going to have with it, this curry will come out at about £1 a portion. So it's cheap, it's delicious and it's quick. So come on, let's get on with it. First things first, we need a small onion. So I'm going to get this sliced up, or peeled first. Get all this outer layer off, you don't want that. And then we're just going to slice this up nice and thin until you got something that looks a little bit like that. Just grab a small handful of fresh coriander. Stalks as well, because there's plenty of flavour in coriander stalks. And also, you know, if you're kind of one of those people where coriander tastes like soap, you can leave it out. And just bunch that up into a ball and chop that up nice and fine. And just a few slices of diced fresh red chilli. This is going to add a little bit of fresh heat at the end and just kind of add a little bit of garnish. But if you want to make it a little bit cheaper, you can skip this step. And in here, I've got some ginger garlic, some frozen stuff. Okay, let's open this up. I'm going to use one of these cubes of ginger garlic paste. If you're using jarred ginger garlic paste, you probably want about 3 to 4 teaspoons. But I'm using just one of these frozen cubes, just to make life a bit easier, really. I prefer the frozen stuff over the jarred stuff, because some brands, like with the jarred stuff, can taste a bit vinegary and a bit meh. But if you are using the jarred stuff, I recommend these brands. They seem to be the best ones in my opinion. Now for the spices. Got curry powder, and I'm going to zhuzh it up a bit with my own added spices as well. And sometimes people have a go at curry powder, but you know what? In these testing times, curry powder's got pretty much everything in there. It's got your turmeric, it's got your garam masala, it's got your cumin powder, paprika, ginger. It's got everything in there. So it's packed full of flavour, and we're just going to kind of boost those flavours with our own added extra spices as well. So don't knock it, it's good stuff, you know. And get yourself a suitable frying pan, and I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of veg oil. If you've got some ghee knocking around, that would go even better, but you know, we're trying to cut costs because ghee ain't cheap. It is delicious though. And I'll put that on to about 5. We need to get that oil fairly hot. Next, going with our onions. And we're looking to get these onions nice and golden brown, but not burnt, okay? Because they'll go bitter. Just a nice sort of golden mahogany colour, sort of somewhere towards burger onions, okay? Because that's going to give you a nice nutty, sweet sort of flavour. Okay, now once the onions are almost there, we can drop in our ginger garlic frozen cube. But we are going to turn the heat down just a little bit because I don't want the garlic to burn. And we'll give that ginger garlic cube time to just kind of melt down. Just spit in a bit, obviously, because there's water in it, isn't it, Adam? So now that that ginger garlic paste is kind of melted through, I'm going to start adding our spices. But make sure the heat is on fairly low because you don't want these spices to burn. But we do need to cook them out because that's going to get the maximum flavour out of them. So going with our curry powder, this is a medium curry powder, 2 teaspoons of that. Half a teaspoon of chilli powder, and kind of mix that in and just start to cook out those spices. Just give it kind of like a minute or so. Your kitchen will start to smell nice and aromatic, and that's how we know we're almost there. I've also got my rice here, which I'm going to whack on now. If you don't know how to cook rice, I have done a video on this, all right? I'll put a link on the screen so you can go and watch that after this video. And it's a super easy, foolproof method. It works every single time. So if you're struggling, go and watch that and it will tell you how to do it. Or you could use like the microwave packet rice, but to be honest, I think that stuff tastes like factory. I do not like microwavable rice. So it's just something weird about it. After a few minutes, we can add the chicken in white sauce. Now, I actually do like this stuff on its own. It reminds me of kind of school dinners, but it is quite bland on its own. So we're just kind of zhuzhing it up a little bit. And to be fair, for £1.79 a can, there's a lot of chicken in there. This one was from Aldi, so you know, the brands might be a little bit more expensive. You may even find it a bit cheaper elsewhere. Okay, so shop around. And I'll give that a couple of minutes just to kind of come up to a gentle simmer. And as it kind of simmers away, the spices will kind of wake up and develop their flavour. Right, so our chicken is bubbling away nicely there. I did add a little bit of water, about 75 ml, just to thin it out slightly. Just kind of use your eye because, like I said, different brands of these chicken in white sauce have different consistencies, different amounts of chicken. But this one from Aldi, the Bramwell's version, was quite thick. Right, so about 10 minutes in now, we can start adding the final touches. So I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of garam masala. You add garam masala in at the end because it kind of wakes up all the other spices. And the same again of kasuri methi or fenugreek. And then just nice and gently give that another couple of minutes, like 3-4 minutes. And then just towards the end, I'm going to add some fresh coriander, just a handful like that. I'm just going to taste that sauce for salt, which it definitely needs a little bit. Then I'm just going to serve up a nice portion of our our rice, our nice fluffy rice. And of course, some of our glorious budget busting chicken curry. Obviously just a little bit of garnish, a little bit of chilli. And just because I had it knocking around, it needs using up some rather ropey looking piece of lime. And then you have a budget busting chicken curry made from a can of chicken in white sauce, and it costs around £1 per portion. You can't beat that, can you? Now, I'm under no illusions whatsoever. I know this isn't going to be the most amazing curry in the world, but I do know it's going to be good, okay? Because I have tested this out already. So there we go, a chicken curry, costs about £1 a portion. What's it like? It's spicy, it's creamy, it's everything you want from a curry, but at a fraction of the cost of the takeaway. And along with the rice, there's enough curry there for 2 people, or one greedy so-and-so. Which, to be frankful, is probably going to be me. I'm going to polish the rest of this off because it's really nice. But listen, let me know in the comments what you think, okay? I think with the way the world is going, I think I'm going to have to pivot back to more budget-friendly stuff like this. So if you've got any suggestions of things you want me to do, leave them in the comments below. But I shall bugger off and leave you. Okay, I'm going to finish the rest of this, and I'll see your gorgeous faces next time. Ta-ra for now.